Hello everyone, all across India and all across the world. Very good to see you all. Welcome to this wonderful session which could definitely change your life. So I'm Shruti Kaura class. I'm an award winner at Unacademy. You all can have a look at my award. Moving further quickly, there are a lot of batches. Do enroll yourself. You can see that my batch is going live on 28th of July. Definitely enroll yourself. Don't forget to use the code SCORALIVE. Then there is a CAT iconic mentorship program, that is 1:1 live mentorship program. No doubt you can enroll yourself, but again use the code SCORALIVE. And if definitely anybody has got any doubt, this is a discount code, right? Now, if you are really planning to buy an Unacademy subscription, right, all across Unacademy, you can use this code. This will definitely fetch you the discount all through the Unacademy. But if you are specifically planning for CAT, then this is the subscription for the Plus program. And this is a subscription for the iconic program. Again, here, this is the place where you have to use the code to get the discount, right? Now, books that can change your life. We are actually starting with the series, the books that can change our life. Through these books, we can become leaders from readers, right? We are actually in the process of becoming leaders because leaders are always readers. So this is one of my favorite quotes, and I want you should learn the power of this quote, that now maybe we are readers, but tomorrow we'll become the readers by learning about these books. Okay, let's go ahead. Now the question, how do books help us? How do books help us? Or if you ask this question to yourself or to anybody, actually many of us know the answer, right? But still we want that somebody should give us as an evidence that do books really help us? Question number one. Yes, they do help us. In fact, after having that session on the Plus, somebody dropped me the message that, ma'am, I was about to ask you that you should take a session if I am struck up somewhere. How should I proceed further? And then coincidentally, I discussed that same thing. So today in this miraculous life-changing session, I'm going to discuss one very important thing with you. So let me tell this first point to you, that how do books help us? Actually, it will help you to improve your language. If your language skills are improved, definitely you would love to interact with the world. You would no more be an introvert. It improves your language skills, memory, it will build your vocabulary, it stimulates your imagination, it reduces stress, no doubt. You must have read a lot of books of mine that I have taken in earlier sessions. As a Man Thinketh, Think and Grow Rich, To Kill a Mockingbird. Then there were a lot of books, Tipping Point, that we have studied, and our perspective, our perception of looking at the world has changed. Definitely it lights up new ideas too. Now, the book that we are going to discuss today is A Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. It's about adopting simple approaches, very simple approaches, class, to produce life-changing results. If you really want to have some life-changing results on everyday basis, on regular basis, then this is the book you should start reading, or I suggest this is the session in which this whole book will be covered, right? Then the author is a best-selling author, he is a speaker. And if I talk about Hal Elrod's, it's this book, it's an antidote about what? It's a cure to live the kind of, if you're actually, are living a mediocre life, if you are accepting mediocrity, that okay, this is something, I would love to, or even if you don't love to, I am okay to go ahead, I am okay to pursue. You are accepting this as normal. You are saying to everyone that I love this. Actually, you don't love this. You have accepted mediocrity as okay, this is normal. Everybody accept the mediocrity as normal. That is why we say somewhere the word new normal has come. Even mediocrity is also the new normal. So let me tell you, according to this book, you must not accept mediocrity. You must not be satisfied with mediocrity. Rather, you should set goals. Get the right tools to achieve. There is something beyond mediocrity, class. There is something above mediocrity. Right? As I always say to all of you, all these series of workshops that I'm taking here at YouTube, they are life-changing series that can change your life, provided you should have that patience. You should have that power to listen, grasp, and absorb these topics, these strategies. They are definitely life-changing because they have been discussed by the millennials and billionaires of the world, and they have already experienced these things, and that is the reason they have documented it in a book. Let's go ahead. So as I just said, that don't be satisfied in the mediocrity, right? Set goals. Surpass yourself out of that mediocrity, that level of mediocrity. Fulfill your dreams. According to the author, class, everyone is capable of achieving their dreams. I want all of you, as you're listening to me, start writing a few lines in the live chat, right? I can see that all of you are active in the live chat, but I want you to write these lines, right? Send these lines to the universe, manifest these lines, and ultimately the results will be miraculous. So everyone, all of you, those who all are listening to me, we are actually sending these energies to the universe, as I always say. So you also, let's combine this energy. We are so many people live today in the class. So write these lines so that this combined effort will come back to us. The fruits, the result will definitely come back to us. That everyone, all of you, those who all are present here, you all are capable of achieving your dreams, class, in every area of life. Be it relationship. Let's say some people have goal of doing good in relationships, in finances, in career, health, spirituality. See, don't expect everybody to have the same goal. Okay, we should not accept that. Rather, we should respect difference of opinion too. So all of you, you must be having certain goals in different areas of life, like relationship, finance, career, health, spirituality, and happiness. You should be able to achieve that if you follow certain things, which I'm going to tell you in today's session. So you know what exactly happened? This is Hull Elrod. Be ready to listen a story which could change your life. At 20 years of age, he was on top of the world. 20, just at 20. He was making big dollars as a top salesman. Wow! What else can somebody expect? He's at the age of 20, and just at the age of 20, he's earning, he's at the top of the ladder, top of the success ladder, top of the corporate ladder. He's earning very good. So what happened? Then why are we discussing? Oh, he was not only a top salesman earning good, he was driving a big swanky car. Even in relationship, he was having very harmonious relationship. He was having harmony in his life relationships too. And he received awards. My God, everything is going good. Everything seems to be gung-ho, so rosy. Then what happened? So at that time, class, when he was really enjoying his success, top salesman, swanky car, harmony in the relationships, receiving awards. So basically, he was enjoying success in every aspect of his life. He suffered a severe car accident. He was hit by a drunk driver. Oh my God, severe car accident. You can understand that. I would have simply written, he met with an accident. No. He suffered a severe car accident. He was hit by a drunk driver. Imagine. I want all of you to imagine this story and start writing something in the live chat that he was on top of the world. Suddenly, he suffered a severe car accident. He was hit by a drunk driver. So now the question, was he alive or dead? The story ended there, or what exactly happened? Yes, class. He was clinically declared dead for 6 minutes. Oh my God, if you remember, we did this passage, right? Somewhere on Sunday, we did this passage in the plus session where we were telling that people had experienced some, different experiences when they, had a live face-to-face kind of experience with the death. And then after a few minutes, they have come back to life. So for 6 minutes, he was declared clinically dead. Even though, rescuers, the emergency team, or the paramedics saved his life. Like, of course, you can imagine that an accident, if a severe accident has happened on the roads, definitely the team, the rescuers, the paramedics will definitely come and they'll try to save the person. So, they did. But still he was declared dead. That was a devastating car accident. Although he got back his life, even though he was declared clinically dead, but that was just for 6 minutes. But it was such a devastating car accident, class, that left him with brain damage. Imagine that somebody who was on top of the world, earning good, relationships good, driving a car, personal, professional success was there in his life. Then he met with a severe, he met with an accident that was so severe that he was almost dead. But no, he got his life back. But then it was so devastating that he got brain damage. There were 11 broken bones just at the age of 20. That's also not good. Oh my God. So the doctors told him that he would never be able to walk again. Is it like that? Just at the age of 20, class? Doctor told that he would never be able to walk again. He would never be able to live a normal life. This is not going in the right direction, is it, class? Oh my God. Generally, people try to commit suicide. Generally, people lose the hope of living a life when such kind of thing happens in their life. Here, this is what Hull Elrod is going through. He was going through such traumatic stages. It was not, less than some trauma. So, he learned one thing from his mentor. If you consider all of me as your mentor, I'm passing on one more precious, invaluable lesson to all of you. Please listen to me very carefully. So at this stage, when he had suffered this devastating accident which left him with brain damage, he lost his ability to walk, something came to his mind. He said his mentor told him that if something bad has happened to you, it's okay to think negatively about any negative thing. You have met with an accident, you have suffered brain damage, Hull has lost his ability to walk. Okay, it's okay to feel negative about that negative thing that you can't change, but only for 5 minutes. All across India, all of you, if you're struck up in your past, if you're facing the same situation, or if all of you are going through difficult situations, please, you can get angry, you can be sad, you can cry, even you can shout, but only for 5 minutes. So for the next time, right, from the next time, if you think that you're going to a difficult situation, you are actually unable to handle this situation, you can't change this miserable situation, set a timer for 5 minutes. Be angry, that's okay. Be sad, you can cry, you can shout, that's okay, but only for 5 minutes. Set a timer. Then move on. Don't just kept on sitting crying. Even if you are going to cry, it's only for 5 minutes. Then think of some positive solutions. So all of you, I'm repeating once again, Hull was on top of the world in his professional and personal life. Then he met with a devastating accident, a very severe accident, which left him with brain damage and some, 11 broken bones. He lost his ability to walk. But then something struck to him. He said that I cannot change this situation. This is something, it has fallen on me now, like a curse. So let me cry, let me get angry, let me get sad, let me shout, but only for 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, I'm going to think of some positive solution. As an intelligent person, class, if I'm wasting more than 5 minutes on a thing I cannot change, then I'm not doing any good in my life. All of you, I got this particular question, right? Many of you have messaged me your problems, what you are going through. This is a solution that I'm giving it to you. There are more things that I'm going to cover in this session, but for the timing, set a timer of 5 minutes. And if you are doing it beyond 5 minutes, then make sure you're not doing anything good to your life. This is the direction in which you are heading towards. And I'm very sure nobody wants to head, in this particular direction. Why? Because if you're going to crib, if you're going to feel negative about that negative situation for more than 5 minutes, you're going to do more worse and more negative in your life. It will make your life worse. It will make it more negative. So move on. Think of some positive solution only after 5 minutes. And this was the thing that Hurl had remembered at that time. While he was thinking that I have lost my life and most of the people think of committing suicide, this is what Hull was thinking. That I need to move on in my life positively. He applied that same rule in life. He stopped getting worried. He accepted that situation, right? Mark these words, accept that situation. Only two things can happen now. He thought in his mind that let me accept the situation. He accepted, and then he started thinking that now what could happen to me? What is the worst? Think of the worst case scenario that can happen to me. So he thought either I'll be able to walk again, as doctors have said, either, or even if this happened, I'll be the happiest person to walk with wheelchair. I'll never be able to walk again. That's okay. Even though I will never be able to walk again, I'll be the happiest person on this planet, or I'll be happy to walk with wheelchair as long as I am walking, I am alive. I have not stopped in my life. Look at the level. I want you to learn this thing. Or the second case, I'll accept what doctors have said, and either I'll never be able to walk again or I'll have to move on the wheelchair. The second thing that could happen is that I will prove doctors wrong. Maybe I'll start walking again. Look at it, He got angry, he cried, he shouted only for 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes, he said that only two things can happen now. Either I'll never be able to walk, as doctors have said. In that case, even if this happens, I'll be the happiest person to walk with the wheelchair. I'm okay. Or I'll be able to prove the doctors wrong. Maybe I'll start walking again. So after deciding these two things, he stopped taking tension and stress. He decided these two things. He stopped taking tension and stress. He stopped thinking about negative things. Did you get the point? He stopped thinking about negative things because now he has accepted this situation. He has thought about two positive solutions, and based on that two solutions, he stopped taking any kind of tension and stress. He stopped getting worried. He stopped thinking about the negative things. He started feeling happy now because now he knew in which direction he needs to proceed further. And he started talking happily, just like before. Even though he is in that same situation, the situation has not, the physical situation has not changed, but the mental situation has changed, class. Did you see that? Get angry for 5 minutes. immediately move on, think of some positive solutions. Then when you have thought about 2 positive solutions, accepted, when you have accepted the situation, you have stopped taking tension, stress, you start talking happily. You should start, discussing the good things as you were doing before. So what happened when doctors saw him doing all these things? At the end of the day, he's still in the hospital. So you know what doctors thought? Doctors thought that he is unable to accept his situation. Maybe he is in deep shock. But the actual reality was different. He was not in deep shock. It's not like that he was unable to accept the situation. Actually, when he did all these things, you know what happened? The result of living with so much happiness and so much positive attitude was that he started recovering very quickly. He was living with a positive mindset. Class. He was happy in his life. Right? He was not only having this positive attitude, but this positive attitude helped him to recover so quickly, so fast, that even doctors were shocked. Doctors thought that he is in deep shock. Now doctors are in shock. Can you imagine? What was happening earlier? Doctors thought that, oh my God, Hull is in deep shock. But now doctors are in shock that how he has started recovering so quickly. So after 3 weeks, he proved doctors wrong. He started walking, right? Not so much, with so much ease, but then in 3 weeks, after 3 weeks, he proved doctors wrong. He started walking. Everything came on track. Everything was normal. He was live. He was again happy in his life. Did you see the power class? This is what I was telling you. Cry for 5 minutes. After that, move on. He realized that there are only 2 situations. Either I'll be never able to walk again, then I'm ready to accept the wheelchair, or if I'm able to walk again, I'll prove doctors wrong. I'm happy in both the situations. So let me think of some positive solution. His mind became positive. His attitude became positive. He started recovering quickly, and ultimately after 3 weeks, he started walking. He was again happy in his life. Everything was back on track. Everything was normal. Even now, he was much more confident than before. He went back to his job as a sales representative. He was more determined than ever. He was more confident. He was more determined. He went back to his job. Even he was more happy, and he created many records in sales. He broke many records in sales. He again earned a lot of money. Then he started his own business. He got married. He bought his own house. Oh my God, can you see that? Everything was going great again. Everything was gung-ho. Right? So, did you see the beauty? This is someone who's already a millionaire, billionaire. He is expressing his story. He's giving you a lesson. Please, all of you, learn from it. Then what happened? Again, a big problem occurred. Oh my God. First, a severe accident. He recovered with his positive attitude, with his positive thinking. But again, a big problem occurred in his life. Economy crashed in 2007. His business was at stake. So what happened? He says that it was a worst phase of his life. Again, some worst phase in his life. He was getting poor day by day. Oh my God, he was on the verge of bankruptcy. He didn't know what he should do or he must do to save his and his family's life. At the end of the day, did you realize one more problem, class? How time is testing him. He made everything. He made an empire. He built an empire. Economy crashed. Now his business is at stake. He didn't know what to do to save his family from this crisis. He was depressed again. He was desperate to find a solution. So what happened? One morning, class, Hal went for a morning walk for the first time. He listened to a podcast, and that podcast changed his life. Like, for the timing, you all are listening to me, right? I'm taking this session This is what exactly happened with her. He went for a morning walk, he heard podcast, and it changed everything. You know what happened? What he heard on the podcast? That your level of success will rarely exceed your level of personal development. आपकी success का level आपकी personal development के ऊपर नहीं जाता. जितना ज़्यादा आप अपने आप को personally develop करते हो, right, उतना ही ज़्यादा आपका success का level ऊपर जाता है. That is what he heard. That is what was actually the speaker was telling on that day on the podcast. So make sure that you are personally developing yourself. This is, and even this is what you are doing right now. अभी भी आप लोग सब अपने आप को personally develop कर रहे हो. Because success is something you attract by the person you become. अगर आपको success attract करनी है, you will be able to attract only by the person you become. So you know what happened, class? Hull started to plan, like how, when he would commit time to this personal development initiative. He knew that now he had to start this personal development initiative, but he was thinking like, how should I start? From where should I go? From where should I begin? From where, where should I go? So in that case, he decided to dedicate the mornings. There are kind of, mornings, then afternoons, then evening and night. And he heard in the podcast that your success will rarely go or will never go beyond your level of personal development. You'll be able to attract success by the person you become. Success is something you attract by the person you become. So in that case, he started thinking that out of 24 hours, from where should I start, right? Where do I need to begin? Where should I go? What should I do? So, initially, he thought that mornings are the best time to start things because there are very fewer distractions there. And you are not too busy to skip these exercises. So he started researching about the best things that what he could do in the morning. First of all, he decided a time. He fixed the morning. Secondly, he started researching that what best he could do in the mornings or what most of the successful people are doing in the mornings. Out of 24 hours, if I have to start, first of all, I have to pick a day of the time. Second, I have to think that what best I could do during that time. Then he said that once I'll be able to find what am I supposed to do in the morning, mujhe morning mein kya karna hai, he'll form a ritual of these things and will practice them daily. First, find out a time. Second, once you have found out a time, think about the practices, think about the things that you are going to do during that particular time. And once you are able to find out those things, create a ritual out of it. So, he found 6 important and common habits followed by successful people. So, let me tell you what he found out. What he researched was that 6 common habits followed by all the successful people all across the world. And these simple activity, just 6, not 13, not 12, not even 10. It changed Hull's morning and his life, class. He was going through bankruptcy, as I just shared with you. But once he found out these 6 activities, it changed Hull's life and morning. Every day, he would be excited to wake up. And before adopting these 6 habits, class, you know kya hua tha before he adopted these 6 habits? He was under a debt of $50,000. As I showed you, he was on the verge of bankruptcy. So he was under the debt of $50,000. He was about to sell his house. Then what happened after following this ritual of 6 habits? Just 6 habits. What happened in 2 months? His income doubled. Forget about debt. His income doubled. He didn't sell his house. Did you get the point? He attained sound physical and mental health. Even he ran a 52-mile ultra marathon. So I'm repeating once again. Do you remember, class? I was telling you that doctors told him that he would never be able to walk, right? He would never be able to run, rather, let alone walk. He ran a 52-mile ultra marathon. He felt excited about the life just by following these 6 activities. His mornings changed. He didn't sell his house. His income doubled. Earlier, he was under a debt of $50,000. Now, his income doubled. He didn't sell his house. Even he ran a marathon. He attained sound physical and mental health. It's like a dream come true for Hull. It was so miraculous. It was incredible. So he named the book Miracle Morning. So now did you understand why this title Miracle is coming? Is it just to give a, some kind of catchy phrase to the title? No. Miracle happened in Hull's life. The man who was on the verge of bankruptcy, the man who actually faced a devastating accident, the man whose life got ruined not just once but twice. But after following this particular 6 habits, his life changed. It's like a dream come true. It was so miraculous, so he kept the name Miracle Morning. And that's how the Miracle Morning movement was born. And now this pearls of wisdom, this knowledge I am passing on to you all. So what are now the question that must be there in all of your mind, right? You all must be thinking about this question, that what are those 6 habits in that case that I should follow immediately after I wake up? At the end of the day, you all are managers, leaders, right? So you all are thinking now, what are those 6 habits that you should immediately follow after you wake up? So there is an acronym, there is a short code that author has created for these 6 habits, and the author calls it Life Savers Practice. What is these savers? Let's find out what are these savers. So the first one is, oh my god, there is some suspense, there is still some wait. The idea is that, do they give you, we are very, we are human beings, we always want to know that does that product, service or idea has any guarantee? So here the question is that these 6 practices guarantee to save you from a life of unfulfilled potential. If you feel that you have got a lot of potential inside you but you are unable to fulfill that, so these 6 practices will guarantee you a life of potential. They'll save you from a life of unfulfilled potential. These are the personal development practices. I was telling you, that success never goes beyond your level of personal development. So you should do personal development. These 6 habits are actually the personal development practices. What is their goal? They have an aim of helping you to find the forces within you. If you have got some force inside you, these practices will help you to find out that hidden force inside you. And that force will help you to change and transform your life. Your life will be changed, it will be transformed. So the first habit is S is equal to silence. That is taking time to quiet your mind. The first habit that you're going to follow immediately after you wake up is silence. Taking time to quiet your mind. You reduce your stress and you begin each day with calm, clarity and focus. Do the opposite of most people do. What do I mean by this? Most of the people, when they get up, they generally take their mobile phone, start checking Facebook, Insta, Netflix, whatever. Even start reading newspapers. No. Immediately after you wake up, Go into the silent mode. Start with a period of silence. I know that we all are leading a busy, fast-paced life that is constantly noisy. But if you are silent, class, it could be life-changing. Yes, don't be so loud immediately when you wake up. What will happen? How it will benefit you? It will help you to increase your self-awareness. It will help you to reduce your stress, because this time spent in silence, that particular time that you're going to spend in silence, it will help you to concentrate on your goals, on your priorities. Next question. Ma'am, how can I remain silent? What are the activities that I can do in the morning? You can meditate. You can do prayer. You can do deep breathing, reflection, gratification, right? This is all you can follow. Before I move to the next point, the next point is that apart from silence, the next point is affirmation. But I'll quickly tell you a brief about the silence, that if you are, practicing silence, then you have to make sure that you perform these activities of meditation. I'll just show you, right? Gratification, reflection, praying, or deep breathing. The next step is powerful affirmations. Now, what do I mean by affirmation? I am taking some time to reinforce the person I want to be. The second activity is the affirmation. Now, the question is, ma'am, what are affirmations? These are the positive and the constructive statements, class. I'm going to repeat myself. Basically, I'm going to do a dialogue with myself. Right? Shruti doing a dialogue with Shruti. So affirmations are the positive and the constructive statements. I'm going to repeat myself as a tool for reprogramming my negative thinking, so that I can change myself to accomplish something. There should be some constructive statements. You're going to repeat it to yourself. That is affirmation. I am the greatest, I am the greatest, I am the greatest. Every morning, Muhammad Ali affirmed these lines, affirmed these words over and over again. And then he became them. He became, I am the greatest. So affirmation are one of the most effective tools for quickly becoming the person you need to be. If you really want to achieve everything in your life, if you want to transform your life. Besides Ali, that is Muhammad Ali, positive thinking and the use of affirmations have helped other peoples as well. What are those? Who are those people? Right? What are the affirmations that they must have repeated? Will Smith, Jim Carrey, Suze Orman, Oprah Winfrey, many others, they achieve success and wealth through these affirmations. They are very powerful. So the first was silence. Now we are doing affirmation. They allow us to design and develop the mindset, the thoughts, the beliefs, the focus. And then you need to take any area of your life to the next level. For example, you want to concentrate on your relationship, your career, your finances, maybe some other goals. In that case, you will be able to take that particular area or aspect of your life to the next level. So, you should always have an internal dialogue with yourself the whole time and often talk ourselves down. So, what Elrod suggests? That considering the following points to establish, what affirmations are going to work for you. Generally, question I got that, ma'am, what should I talk to myself? What are the affirmations, or what could be the statements? Pehla, the question, what am I supposed to do in the silence? मुझे silence में क्या करना है? So I told you can do meditation, praying, deep breathing, gratification or reflection. Point number 2, affirmations में हमें क्या repeat करना है? What kind of dialogue are we supposed to have with ourselves? So you could repeat that what you really want, why you want, Who do you have to be in order to make this happen? What you are committed to doing to attain it? What quotes, phrases, perspectives inspire you? For example, today we are discussing one perspective. So all these things you have to repeat to yourself. The third activity is visualization or visioning. So take this time to mentally see the end state you desire. Visualize, imagine. If you imagine yourself that yes, if I want to become, the next management guru, visualize yourself. So when you visualize yourself, your chances of success, achieving the results increase. For example, this one, imagining I want to have my house. The girl imagining I would like to have a teddy bear. The boy imagining a bicycle. Father imagining a car. So you can see everybody is visualizing what they want to have. In that case, you are again increasing your chances of success. So imagine yourself achieving the results. The results that I want. Imagine yourself achieving the results you want. Even the athletes, musicians, just like I told you, Muhammad Ali, Oprah Winfrey, Jim Carrey, Suze Orman, they all affirm. They all follow the practices of affirmation. Similarly, class, all the athletes, musicians and others, they mentally rehearse a competition or a performance before they actually enter a competition. No, they mentally rehearse that. Even the famous golfer Tiger Woods, he mentally rehearses that he's performing that perfect swing on each hole. He's a golfer, so before he goes to a match, before he goes, for any particular competition, he rehearses performing that perfect swing on each hole. Others, who do such kind of things, who are they? Who say visualization has contributed to their success? Who all have said that? Bill Gates, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jim Carrey, Oprah and Will Smith. Yes, these are the people. They have clearly said that affirmations, visualizations, silence, it has actually helped them in achieving success. Next, how Elrod used this technique, this habit, this activity of visualization. How he was able to complete this book, Miracle Morning. Elrod, he used visualization to help him complete this book. He visualized himself that he is writing easily, without stress. He is enjoying the creative process. See, he has not done that. He is just visualizing. He is visualizing that a lot of people all across the world are reading his book, and he is enthusiastically sharing that book with his friends. He all visualized even before the book became a greatest best-selling or the best self-help book kind of a thing. So in that case, he visualizes, and his positive visualization of the process provided the motivation. Sometimes in one of the plus session, many of the students ask me that, ma'am, sometimes we don't even feel like reading. We don't even feel like studying anything. So if you visualize what you want to become, then that visualization will give you motivation to overcome procrastination. Did you get the fact? Why you need to visualize? Because that visualization will give you motivation to overcome procrastination. The next question, benefit for all of you, that ma'am, how can I visualize? Now, how do you need to remain silent? How do you need to repeat affirmations? Now, let's find out that what can you visualize. Class, if anybody of you is stuck in your past, leave your past, because past can hinder your visualization. Let me tell you, the first and foremost criteria, the prerequisite for visualization is that leave your past, because past can hinder your visualization. You have to let go. What has happened has happened. You cannot change that. You have got no control. So let go of what has happened. Rather, focus what you want to make happen. See, what has happened has happened. You cannot change that. Rather, focus on what you want to make happen. Right? So get ready. Sit on the couch and breathe. Visualize what you really want. See, sit on the couch. Breathe. Visualize what you really want in your life. Imagine your perfect day. All of you start doing that. All of you start doing that. Imagine your perfect day. Imagine a picture of success. Think about your affirmations. What do you want? Why you really want? What are you ready to commit? Who you are going to become? What are your best, quotes, phrases, perspectives? Think about your affirmations. This is how. And the last step before you go, visualize who you need to be. What you need to be. क्या बनना चाहते हो? कौन, कैसा, किसको follow करना चाहते हो? क्या चाहते हो? Before I move to the next point, I hope the 3 activities are clear. Silence, affirmations, then visualization. That is savers. Now we are coming to E, that is exercise. Take some time to develop your body, because physical and mental challenges every day can actually give you success. So exercise, take some time to develop the body. The next activity that health suggests is exercise. Besides being good for your health, we know that exercise stimulates endorphins in our body, which ultimately gives us a lot of mental relief too. But besides being good for your health, exercising for a few minutes each morning, it boosts your energy. It will boost your energy, it will boost your mood. So all of you start doing exercise from tomorrow morning. And some people will think that exercise will help you maintain energy levels. Some people may think the opposite, in the sense, maybe, I lose my energy, I'll get tired, I'll be exhausted. No. It will actually give you energy. It will actually give you that powerhouse throughout the entire day. It will help you maintain energy levels throughout the entire day. The next activity, S for silence, savers. The acronym was, write the acronyms in your live chat, savers. So the first activity was silence. The second is affirmation. Third is visualization. The fourth is exercise. And the fifth is reading. Right? What do I mean by reading? Take time to feed the mind. Take some time. You are giving time to your body, right? You are thinking about your goals. You are in silence. You are affirming something. You are visualizing. But what you are reading, you are not feeding your mind. You are not feeding your mind. So this is a fit practice in the lifesavers. It's a fast track to transform any area of a life. Trust me, this word has got a real significance, fast track. One of the most immediate methods for acquiring the knowledge, ideas and strategies. Immediate method for acquiring the knowledge, ideas and strategies. What is this? What do I mean by reading? Why am I doing reading? The idea behind reading is to learn from experts. The people who have written these things, class, they are all experts. Those who have already done what you want to do, they have already done what you want to do. So learn from the expert. No, why you want to invent the wheel? Don't reinvent the wheel. The wheel has already been invented. Experts have already faced these situations and they have already done what you want to do, and now they are telling you their experience or the right strategy, the knowledge, the formula of success. Get that. So read. Next question for you. All of you are thinking, ma'am, how many pages do I need to read in the morning immediately after I woke up? Aim for 10 pages a day. And this works out to over 18 personal development books minimum. Right? So in that case, The question is, before I move to the next point, that if I read 5 pages, will that be okay? That's okay, as long as you are reading. The last practice is scribbing. S is scribbing. The last and the sixth practice in the lifesavers. What do I mean by scribbing? Take time to put down in writing. In the affirmation, you had self-dialogue. In the visualization, you imagine, right, what you want to become. In the scribbing, take some time to put down in writing what you are thinking and feeling. Final practice in the lifesavers. This is just another word for writing. Write down. Write down your thoughts, your goals, your priorities. So how will it benefit us? If I'm writing something, so is that some miracle is going to happen, class? When you're getting your thoughts out of your head, you're putting them on the paper, when you're writing it, you'll gain valuable insights. Trust me. You said that, ma'am, it's already there in my mind. I know that. Why should I put them on paper? Why should I write? Because only when you take the thoughts out of your brain, out of your mind onto the paper, you will gain valuable insights you would otherwise never be able to see if you just keep that in your mind. So write down your goals, your thoughts on a paper. Question for you, ma'am, what should I scribble and for how long? That's it, only 5 minutes per day, it's okay. Right? Document your insights. Document. And what should I document? Now the question is that, ma'am, what should I document? What should I write on that paper? Your ideas. Any breakthroughs even you had. It's not only about future. Any realizations, success, any lessons that you have learned. Maybe I have taught you Think and Grow Rich. I have taught you Tipping Point. I have taught you As a Man Thinketh. I have taught you To Kill a Mockingbird. I have taught you Anne Frank, Old Man and the Sea. There's so many things that I have taught you, and today we are doing Miracle Morning. What are the lessons you have learned? Why don't you write it? Next, if we talk about the future, any areas of opportunity that you see, any areas of personal growth or improvement, come on, document that. It will hardly take not even 5 minutes. If you feel I need to do it for 1 minute, do it for 1 minute. How will it help me, ma'am? How will these things help me? What are the benefits? Class, it will totally eliminate stress. Silence, affirmation, visualization, exercise, reading and scribbing. It will eliminate the stress in your life. It will clear the mind. You'll be able to discover breakthroughs and new ideas. Now the question that must be there in your mind, all of you must be thinking on this ground that, ma'am, in the morning, I don't have much time. How long this morning routine needs to be? How long do I need to practice? Is it like some 30 minutes, 1 hour? No. Only for 6 minutes, bare minimum 6 minutes. If you follow these 6 practices, I'm not even asking you for 5 minutes for each activity. Total 6 minutes for these 6 activities. First, 1 minute, sit in purposeful silence and just breathe deeply. See, we can spare out 6 minutes. So in the first minute, just sit in purposeful silence and breathe deeply. Minute 2, that is the second minute, read your affirmations loud. What I want in my life, why do I want, who I want to become, what am I committed to give, what quotes, phrases, perspectives best describe me, or the quotes that I really like. So read your affirmations out aloud. Minute 3, visualize. Visualize that I have accomplished my goal for the day. How am I feeling? Right at the end, when I'm going to retire to the bed, tomorrow morning when you'll get up and you are supposed to visualize, imagine that I have already accomplished my goal for the day. The day has ended, but in reality, day has just started. And how am I feeling? Have that feeling inside you. Feel that feeling. Next, minute 4. Write down something you are grateful for, something you are proud of, your goal for the day, right? Whatever you feel. Minute 5, read a page. Even in minute 4, if you feel that, do I go ahead and, do some exercise? That's also okay. You can go do some exercise, maybe deep breathing, maybe, but if you feel that in the silence, I have already done some deep breathing, if you have already combined exercise with the silence, then in the minute 4, you can write down something you are grateful for, something you are proud of, and goal for the day. Then read just a page or two from a self-help book, right? Look for an idea that you can use immediately. And ultimately, this in the minute 6, what you could do, then you can move your body for 60 seconds, because I've already done scribbling in the 4th minute. So at last, when I am done with these activity in the 6th minute, I can move my body for just 60 seconds, that is for 1 minute. I can do some running, I can do some jogging, maybe some push-ups, sit-ups, whatever you feel you are comfortable with. So what is the idea? Why we are doing this running, jogging? I just want to do something to get my heart racing. I want to generate energy. I want to increase my ability. I want to remain alert and focused. So the idea is that, can you customize your morning? Yes, you can customize. If you want to shift these savers in any order, you can do that. It can be done at any time of the day. Mornings are preferable, but if you are unable to do in the morning, you can do it any time of the day. Don't eat until after you have performed all of the steps. Don't eat immediately when you wake up from your bed. Don't eat anything. Eat only once you are done with this 6-minute routine. And what you are supposed to eat? Eat only the fresh fruits and vegetables, the healthy living foods. Why? Food is the fuel for your mind, for your body. Next, do I need to do the exact same thing every day? Not necessary. Don't do the same exact things every day. Mix it up. Your workouts could change. Your vision could change. You can follow new different yoga asanas, the meditation practices. You can do a mix and match of exercise or activities. Provided 6 minutes needs to be there, but you can customize it accordingly. The next and the most important question, ma'am, how many days will it take to change my life? I'm ready to do it. But how many days will it take to change my life? Benefit. Even if we go to the doctor, we'll ask how much time will it take for the disease to go away from my body. So only 30 days. If you commit 30 days, trust me, you'll transform your life. The next question that must be there in your mind is that, ma'am, I cannot get up early in the morning. And even if I do, I remain lazy and inactive if I get up early. And sometimes I hit the snooze button. So have you heard the phrase, you snooze, you lose? Let me tell you that as well. What are the snooze-proof wake-up strategies? It's not roof, it's proof. What are the snooze-proof wake-up strategies? Class, before you go to bed at night, before you go to bed, set your intentions before bed. If you feel that, no, in the mornings I can't get up, I put the alarm clock, on snooze mode, or I just switch off the alarm. Move your alarm clock across the room. Keep your alarm clock away from you. Don't keep it on the bed. Keep it somewhere. For that, if you have to switch off the alarm, right, you have to move, you have to get up from your bed and you need to go somewhere. So move your alarm clock across the room. Second point, even if I get up, ma'am, I remain lazy or inactive, brush your teeth. Drink a full glass of water. Get dressed or jump in the shower, because once you are fully dressed up, you'll no more feel inactive or lazy. So if you do it for 30 days, now the next question is that, ma'am, what if I give up in the first initial 5 days? I'll tell you. The first 30 days of implementing a habit may be like day 1 to day 10, the phase could be unbearable. You'll feel that, ma'am, I feel like I give up, this is very difficult. It is not much fun. You feel resistance, but trust me, it's temporary. You can beat the odds and can succeed. Initial 1 to 10 days will be unbearable, but you can succeed. This is a temporary phase. Day 11 to day 20, it's not unbearable, it is uncomfortable. You'll think it's easier than day 1 to day 10. You're getting used to your new habit, but you're not totally comfortable. So this period requires discipline and commitment. Day 1, if you are able to overcome your unbearable phase and you have come to this day 11 to 20, that is the phase 2, uncomfortable phase, it only requires discipline and commitment. Then the last phase is the unstoppable phase, that is day 21 to day 30. Here you establish your habit as a part of your daily ritual. You work to sustain this for the future. And this is where your pride steps in. You feel proud. You can be proud looking back on your successes. You'll feel that I have actually done the things, I have actually completed, I have stick to a schedule of 30 days. So all of you, are you ready to take your life to the next level? All across India, all across the world? Yes. Very good. Very nice. So give yourself the gift of investing just 30 days to make significant improvements in your life, one day at a time. Do all these things. Bury your past, bury everything, bury the hatchets. And no matter what your past has been, you can change your future by changing your present. I'm repeating once again, all across India, feel that power. No matter what your past has been, you can change your future by changing the present. And follow these 6 activities to change your future. This is a YouTube assignment. Complete it. Share your answers in the comment section of this video. At the end of the day, participate definitely in a lot of things. Maximize your CAT and other MBA entrance test scores with Unacademy. You can have a look here. There is a campus placement IT jobs category. There is an Achievers batch and Hall of Fame batch. Do enroll yourself. Use the code SCORALIVE. There is A to Z, technical and aptitude, soft skills, live project, weekly mock test. Let us read and let us dance. These 2 things will never do any harm to the world. All the best to all of you. One chance. Before I take your leave, do participate in India's biggest weekly scholarship test. Do 3 things. Don't forget to like, comment and share, because at the end of the day, your life depends on your thoughts, your actions. Everything is interrelated. You spread the goodness, you'll get the goodness in your life. Alright, all across India, I'll take your leave. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for more videos. This is Shruti Kaura signing off.